Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are having a little bit of haul and reviews on some of my non-toxic foundations, which are not in plastic, so you know that I'm looking for my products to be plastic free as much as possible. And yeah, all these foundations are either in glass packaging or a tin like this, like the 100% pure foundation. And yeah, I'm gonna mention the foundations that I own and that I want to share with you. All non-toxic ingredients, nothing in there, no minerals, no dyes, synthetic dyes, synthetic ingredients, no perfumes, nothing to stress the skin. Great for sensitive skin. Some of them are for more younger crowd, some of them have anti-aging properties, so these are for all kinds of age related people. So yeah, I'm gonna get into that a little bit more when I'm gonna reach that certain foundations. So I was thinking really hard how to share them, and actually I kind of line them up on my blog from light coverage towards full coverage, and I'm going to tell you if it delivers that or not, how to apply it, and yeah, what I think of it just overall. So first I'm going to start with the Sappho New Paradigm foundation, and this is in Lisa for me. Actually this was gifted to me, and even though the packaging looks very shiny and kind of plasticky, this is glass and it's colored in this silver color, and yeah, when you open the bottle, you see there the coating top of the bottle, but yeah, it comes with a pump. Price wise, 1 ounce retails for $54. It's very pricey. Skin type normal, great for combination acne type of skin problems too. And then the finish is satin. Application blending brush for me, it worked the best. And yeah, I noticed this foundation for what it does, it's pricey. I would say it's really pricey. This is more like an alcohol type of base of foundation. It's drying really quick, so once you start spreading it all over your face, you have to be very fast, and that's why I kind of use either a blending brush, or you can use fingers and then finish it off with something else. Because it's such a light in coverage, I feel like the price is not just I feel like it's a little bit overpriced. The size is good comparing with the other foundation on the market. It has a pump, very good pump, actually it works amazing. And yeah, the foundation's colors are a little bit not misleading, but it's not helpful to pick your right color from the website because they have kind of names. And this is Lisa, I think it's warm light, and yeah, it suits me really well. But I think, you know, from the website and online, choosing the right color, it's a little bit hard. So yeah, I'm a little bit like in that area. But yeah, it's very lightweight. It does actually, I was really surprised because it kind of even out the skin tone, so it kind of have like this, I want to say the yellow kind of tone, like just the shade to it, but it's also corrective. So very light and corrective foundation. If you like something that doesn't look like foundation at all, but it does something to your skin, this is the foundation to go. Plus it's great for every day, so I would say this is like a daytime foundation for people who like to use foundation every day. Now I move to my second foundation, 100% pure second skin foundation, olive squalane and fruit pigments. And this is great for anti-aging. It has a glass bottle. It's 1.18 ounce for $47, and yeah, it comes with a pump, and it has one of these droppers when you are applying it. And what I like to do with it, I like to use the dropper to apply directly on my skin. Don't touch your skin with the dropper. If if you don't know by now, you're not supposed to touch your skin with the dropper because it might get contaminated and bacteria might grow in your foundation. So I apply a few drops on my skin, I blend it with my fingers, and it works amazing with my fingers. They recommend, I think they recommend other kind of tools to apply it, but I noticed that with fingers this foundation, it smooths out evenly. I can even build it up. It's been one of my favorite for the past years, and it has anti-aging properties, which is really amazing. It's what my dry skin needs. Plus it's great for normal, I would say, to dry skin types. Even though they say normal, oily skin shouldn't go for this foundation unless you want to look dewy. But yeah, dry to normal because it's squalane based, which is kind of like an oil. And the coverage, it is a medium to building to full if you keep on applying it. And yeah, it just, I don't know, this foundation makes my skin look like my skin. It's very lightweight. I love it so much. I don't know, it's been my ride or die for the past year, so I guess it does something. Moving on, 100% pure blur foundation. So we are getting into the matte kind of area because not too many foundations are kind of on the matte side, I would say. I think all my foundations that I have, they all have kind of more like a dewy, maybe to powdery finish, but this one is the only matte foundation that I have. 1.69 ounce retails for $46, and like I mentioned on my blog, this is on the cheapest side. Like this, the foundation, because of such a big quantity, it's so affordable. It's almost double the size. It almost has 30% more than any foundation that I own. Like comparing, you can see by even just looking at the bottles, and the price is way cheaper, so it's more on the affordable side, I would say. This is definitely for normal to oily skin types. It has medium coverage and finish matte and application buffing brush. Now this foundation, I feel like you have to apply such a little of it, so that's why I wish it was like maybe in smaller bottles sold, because you only need a little bit of the foundation, spread it out with a buffing brush, and that's it. It's not buildable. I noticed the more you try to build it up, it becomes really cakey and it shows imperfections into the skin and it doesn't look pretty at all. So yeah, perfect for normal to oily skin types. I'm gonna try this to use this more in the summertime when my skin is acting more normal, plus it gets more sweaty outside, and yeah, that's when I'm planning to use this foundation. But overall it has amazing ingredients, but yeah, it's not my favorite because I have more dry skin during the year. Now the next foundation, it's probably hit or miss, I would say, comparing with the other foundations on the market. And we have 100% pure cream foundation, and I think when I discovered into green beauty foundations, I think this one was the first to catch my eye. And this one is 0.32 ounce for $48, which makes it really expensive, really expensive. I think it's one of the most expensive, almost one of the most expensive foundation that I own, and it's not, I guess, on that luxurious type of product. It's for the price, it doesn't do miracles, let's put it that way. So this is for dry to normal, and for dry to normal skin types, medium to full coverage, which is kind of hit or miss for me, and satin finish, applications, fingers, and buffing brush. And I must say, because it has so many butters and oils in this product, it's more like a cream, like a thick creamy type of product. And I noticed that you kind of have to melt it with your fingers to apply it easier on your skin, and that's what I do. Actually, I really like to apply it with my fingers, smooth it out, and then kind of finish it off with a buffing brush. So I notice a lot of people complain about this because, It's kind of thick, like really thick, and I realized some people are using some oils to thinner it out, so you can add a drop of coconut oil or jojoba oil in it. Yeah, which type of oil you like the most, I guess, just to thin it out and smooth it easier. And I think I plan to do that because I want to kind of finish it up and move on from it, because for me it was kind of like hit or miss this. I never trust this foundation, especially if I have to go somewhere. I don't feel confident using this foundation, so for the price point, that says a lot. Now we have the Fruit Pigmented Water Foundation, and it says here it's hydrating. And I was a little bit like disappointed in that. It's recommended for dry to normal skin, coverage full, and finish dewy, and application with a beauty blender. And I must say, when I tried this foundation, I was more on the dry side, and even though it's recommended for dry skin, I would say I would say definitely for normal skin types. This foundation cleans in all the dry patches and all the dry imperfections, fine lines, pores, you name it. So yeah, I definitely think this is better for younger crowds because of that. It also has SPF, which was quite impressive, and 1 ounce retails for $41, which is not bad. But yeah, because it's not for dry skin, I have to use this up in the summertime and then just completely move on from this because it wasn't my favorite. It didn't really work for me. It wasn't full coverage in my opinion. It's more of a medium coverage, definitely not building up in my opinion, and you definitely have to use a beauty blender with this one. Now I have here, actually I bought the samples. If you see my first impression of my Gressa foundations and some other products that I received from Gressa with my purchase, I tried this serum foundation, Minimalist Corrective Serum Foundation, and I wanted to try it for a really long time, and I really don't know why I didn't, but oh my god, like seriously, when I tried this, I thought it was really pricey, probably why I was kind of like, should I try this? Do I need this in my life? 0.5 ounces, it's $62, the most expensive foundation on the planet in green beauty that I tried. Definitely on the luxurious side, and definitely feels like a luxurious foundation. It has SPF in it, it's for normal skin types, full coverage, powdery finish, and I apply it with my fingers and finish it off with a buffing brush. And I must say, a little bit goes a really long way with this foundation. It makes sense to sell that small bottle because you don't need a lot. Like seriously, this foundation, you don't need a lot when you use it. Plus it has so many amazing anti-aging and healing ingredients, I can't even mention that. Anti-aging properties, calming properties, perfect for people with acne, perfect for people with sensitive skin. Really impressed by this foundation, and I'm definitely gonna get a full size. I just want to use all these little samples that I have, because even though I have this tiny little cute little bottle here, which is 0.1 ounce from a little sample like this, it's gonna last me like a really long time, like really long time. And yeah, this foundation is really amazing. And the last foundation that we have here, we have Sweet Leilani Ocean Surf Airbrush Finish Foundation, and this is another full coverage foundation, and it's for normal skin types. It has full coverage, it has powdery, and a little bit goes a long way. If you watch my first impressions video, you know that this foundation was made to correct imperfection, especially for people who had surgery on their face and they had to, you know, go through a lot of emotional stage. And this foundation is full coverage. It does what it claims to do. It has super amazing clean ingredients. It has glass packaging, so easy to apply. I apply with my fingers usually, and finish it off with a sponge. I notice when you use a sponge, it does such a better job at evening out everything. This foundation is the most full coverage foundation that I ever tried in Green Beauty, period. The price is also very affordable. For 1 ounce is $29, and it is the only waterproof foundation with SPF in it. So summer, here I come, because this is gonna be my best friend. So yeah, if you're looking for a waterproof foundation this summer, perfect, I believe, for most skin types. Definitely try Leilani foundation. So this was my haul of my non-toxic current foundation that I love and I use, and I have in my collection. Some of them I can't wait to get rid of them, like just use and move, like this 100% pure bamboo blur, the cream foundation, and the water foundation. These are definitely, I don't know, they didn't work for my skin type. They're not my favorite. I don't like a foundation that I have to make it work in my way, in my opinion. I shouldn't do that, especially for this price point sometimes. So some of my favorites are the Sappho foundation, the 100% pure skin, second skin foundation, Gressa serum, and the Leilani, Sweet Leilani Ocean Surf foundation. These are my top foundations. Let me know your favorites in the comments down below, because I'm really curious if you guys tried any of the foundation, if these are your favorites also, or you have a different one from the non-toxic world. Yeah, really curious. Just put your favorite foundation right now in the box down there. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.